Welcome to the Small Business Coffee Break, the series where we take a few minutes to work on your business, not just in it. Today we ask, what questions should I be asking before I hire a virtual assistant? With Jason Nuñez, CEO of Go Digital Hero Inc., a virtual assistance firm located right here in Miami, Florida. Jason is passionate about helping small business owners, entrepreneurs, and high net worth individuals achieve a better work-life balance. So grab a cup of coffee and let's get into it. The question I end up having is like, so then what are things that I should be asking of the organization that I'm considering of being the virtual assistant for me? Because you've discussed things like trust. So there's a security aspect of it and so on and so forth. We've discussed things like employees of the organization's work-life balance. So what does that look like for them? Do I have to not worry about it? Probably don't, but at the same time, shouldn't I consider that a little as part of what I'm doing? Because wouldn't that matter as far as the output that I'm getting in? I don't know, I'm just asking these questions.
Yeah, so when you're looking for a virtual assistant, I guess the first question that you should ask is, if I was going to be a virtual assistant, who would I want to work for? And for me, because of my military background, my first thing is, inherently, I can trust military people. So virtual assistants have backgrounds, are human, like you say. So for us specifically, Go Digital Hero, we're veteran owned. I'm a 18-year Air Force veteran. We are LGBT certified business enterprise through the National LGBT Chamber of Commerce and the Miami-Dade Chamber of Commerce. We are minority owned. My background is of Puerto Rican descent. So there's those instant connections, those familial connections that folks look for when they're looking for a virtual assistant. So you're there, you're like, where do I even start? I Google virtual assistant, this one says $3 an hour, this one says $35, but why? Virtual assistants in general are very offshore. Why? Because much like clothing industry, electronics, manufacturing, everything is cheaper outside of the United States. But then what do you get when you hire offshore? The possibility of a breach. The possibility of a release of information. What would it be to have a virtual assistant US based and veteran owned? You get a tighter security on your information. You can trust that things are not going offshore, that they're going to be within the US. If you get a veteran like myself that has a security clearance, you can trust that your information will be safeguarded and handled responsibly. So those are the things that build trust with the clients. So as a company looking out to see who can be my virtual assistant, look for things that you inherently trust or that have credibility.
Let's keep the conversation going. If you have any questions for Jason, please ask it in the comments, or his contact information is in the description. If you have any questions you'd like me to ask Jason or any other professional in their field, my contact information is also in the description, and I'm always available via direct message. See you next week for another cup of coffee and more questions answered.